All right, everyone. It's been a few weeks since we've pushed a video. And today I want to give you an overview of the new copier that we've been working on. We've been working on this for probably close to a year at this point. And what this is it is an AI driven copying system, Telegram copier, and it runs on a web platform and it is headless. What that means is that you can set this up, go through your settings, and close it down, and basically that's the end of that. You don't you don't you don't have to run it on a VPS. It runs on our server. You can actually run your copy of MetaTrader on a mobile device if that's what you want to do. You can run it on your laptop or whatever, because it connects through the Telegram API instead of connecting through an expert advisor. And there's a number of benefits to this. One of the things that we've always struggled with an EA-based system is, one, the complexity involved in user setup, and then two, um, most people don't realize this, but MetaTrader will restrict how much memory an EA can use, but those restrictions seem to vary from broker to broker, and so sometimes you'll get these issues where you'll have a broker like Vantage, for example, where they seem to heavily restrict memory, and so certain modules won't load, and all kinds of crazy stuff, and just dealing with the workarounds for that is a headache for customers, and it's a headache for us. So we built this system, and we're getting ready to. Our goal, hopefully, is to deploy it this week. And we want some beta testers. So if you want to beta test this, I'm going to walk through some of the setup. So we have our overview. This is what you see after you actually log in. And this is actually already set up. If you log in without setting up, none of these boxes are going to be, or none of these circles are going to be green. They all have buttons beside them. And so you have to walk through this flow to onboard yourself. But once you do, it'll tell you, here's how many channels you're monitoring, here's how many platforms you have connected. Your Telegram notification channel is active, so here's the channel for me. I've been following for the last couple weeks a channel that just trades Euro USD. So you can see the channels here. You can connect the channels and then you save your selection. Trading platforms are here. You can add a platform. You can test the platform. You can delete the platform. You can see my balance. It fetches my balance. Trade settings are here. This part's really cool because there's a lot of flexibility, and in my opinion, it's a lot easier to set up than the older EA-based system. So you can select between a fixed lot size. In other words, you just would do the same size for all trades. You can do a risk-based, or you can do symbol-specific, meaning, let's say you want to trade specific lot sizes on gold, but, everything else has, a fixed value or whatever. You've got trailing stop loss that you can enable. So you can, like a global value that you can apply to every trade, or you can do symbol-specific trailing stop losses. Take profit allocations. This will support up to 6 target prices, which is an improvement over the previous system, which would only do 5. But you can set your percentages. So, and then your symbol mapping. Of course, you can add your prefix or suffix in this field, right? So if your broker uses a suffix like .pro or something like that, you would add this. You can do individual symbol mappings if you want to do that. So the way that we have this set up is that the AI will actually automatically detect the symbol, and then there's a fixed output, right? So with things like Forex pairs, one of the issues that we would always run into is if a provider decides to put a slash or a hashtag or something like that in the symbol, then it kind of throws everything off, and you're forced to manually compensate for that variation that the signal provider sends. In this case, the AI system automatically does that for you, so you don't really have to bother. In cases where, with minerals or with crypto or with indices, the mapping varies from broker to broker. So you may have one name that the signal provider uses, and then the broker's name for that is going to be different, right? So you can actually manually add these, like, let's say that you're trading a symbol called your mom. That's how your broker or how your signal provider sends it. But, in actuality, it's, Euro USD. You can actually add that if that's what you want, if that's your thing. So that part's pretty cool. And then finally, we've got the notification channel, which my notification channel is already set up, as you can see. So this allows you to send a test signal to the notification channel if you want or need to do that. So all in all, I think it's a lot more simple to set up, to onboard yourself, than the previous system. Like I said, we're not fully ready for prime time. We are looking for some beta testers. This is the connectivity method. It uses MetaTrader API service from a platform called metaAPI.cloud. And we will create a tutorial to show you how to set this up. It's actually pretty easy. You come in here, you set up your MetaTrader account. There's a free service. You can use a free service, but we recommend that you don't do that because you get lower priority performance. So you get a degraded performance out of this. It's better. It'll run you about $5 to $7 a month, maybe $10 a month, depending on how many signals you're trading. So what you can do, is you'll add a new account, and it'll ask you what you're looking to do, and in this case, you're looking for Forex API. What your geographical location is. In my case, we're in Chicago, so it's closer to New York. But we will create a tutorial, and they actually have a tutorial too to help you guys get set up. So you set that up, you give it a name, you're going to create an API key, and then you'll set that up in the back end. And it's pretty handy. All right, and finally, this is my copy of MetaTrader that is connected to Meta API. I'm running it here on a mobile system. You can see the trades that were placed on my account this morning, positions that I'm losing money on. I've been following the same provider since like May 21st, I think. So almost 2 weeks. I've been running this system on a mobile device, and you can see that I just have consistently lost money. I think I've lost about $25,000 from this group of providers that I've been following. So, but it's just for testing purposes. So, that's kind of the system in a nutshell. Like I said, we are looking for beta testers at the moment. So, contact us, leave a comment here in the video if you're interested. And yeah, thanks so much for watching.